Hey everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for another statue unboxing review for you. This is our fourth Demon Slayer statue on the channel, and it's none other than Magic Cube's 1/6 scale Shinobu. If you haven't seen some of the other unboxings for Demon Slayer statues on the channel, you're in for a treat. These are incredible works of arts as statues. On the bottom, we'll see her name, a black and white silhouette, as well as the edition size number. In the center, what looks to be like a coin icon with a butterfly. To me, it kind of represents the fact that she is the insect Hashira. This base is incredibly detailed with a lot going on. So for the foundation, you will see that clear, watery looking resin all over. And then here is where a magnet, so other effect pieces are gonna be installed later on. Probably not effects, but other diorama pieces are gonna be installed, like we see there with the pink flowers and the lily pads. Man, incredible clear resin that they accomplished there. The way that it looks like it's almost crystallized, but yet it is a flower at the same time. It really reinforces what I was saying earlier about these statues being a work of art. We'll get up close with one of the lily pads and also another one of those pink flowers. These were sculpted separately and will later be attached on. Some I'll have to remove in order to install other effect pieces, but these are the ones that were sculpted separately because they will get in the way of those pieces before they get installed. Do me a favor, and if you're enjoying these Demon Slayer statues, please do hit a like on this video to let me know that you would like to see more on the channel. What we see here is one of the many effect pieces that will be installed. There's a magnet on the bottom and a notch that was carved out. And what these can be translated to is like her breath energy that's, brought into a physical form that we can see in the statue. A lot of that stuff goes unseen unless you have something like water breathing for Tanjiro. But this is how they're going to be, opening and showcasing her actual breath energy in this statue. As you can see here, I did have to remove this lily pad here because it's blocking it. It also kind of helps it to reinforce the fact that it's going to stay on there because it's only magnets. If you bump it, there's a chance it could knock out, but the fact that there's a lily pad there to further reinforce it does help. Now, the backbone of this whole statue that's going to support so many other effects, and Shinobu herself, is going to be this tree, which has a metal rod that goes all throughout. I'm not sure how far it goes up, but it definitely goes up past that little nub at the bottom. But the purpose is to support everything and make sure it has a strong shape because other things are going to be relying on this and putting some weight on it. You'll see that notch there is where Shinobu's foot's going to connect to, and that's how she's going to attach to the statue. Also on here, there are all sorts of little tiny notches that are over here on this side right here that other flower pieces will be attached to later. So it does look kind of odd on its own, but they will look normal as we attach those effect pieces later. One of my favorite things about Magic Cube statue is their perfect blending between organic objects and just the overall anime feel from Demon Slayer. Now, we all know from watching the show that it really has a heavy presence of artistic design when it comes to bringing things to life. And again, here's going to be another effect piece that's going to assist in giving off that feel. Each flower piece has a square notch that's inside of there and allows it to connect to the tree. And also, this is going to be the first of many butterflies that were sculpted and are going to be attaching onto the tree. Each part of the tree has a hole in it that it will be connecting to with that steel rod on the bottom to support it. Now, come on, y'all. I have no idea how they executed the paint job on this thing. The perfect blending between the purple, white, and that turquoise-looking green color. It's incredible. We get to look at it a little bit later with the largest butterfly that will be included on this statue. No need to go over close-ups for each individual flower coming up because there's going to be 5 that we're going to be installing here, but here are 2 of the largest and smallest that will go into these notches. Now, I will mention, for some reason, I'm not sure why, but with this statue, I don't know if the studio messed up. This is one of the first times I've ever had this happen, but they seem to forget one of the flowers. You'll notice right here there is a notch that's missing one, and it's nowhere in the box. I've checked the brown box, the art box, the styrofoam. I can't find anything. I'll try to contact the studio, but it's unfortunate, but thankfully it's going to be blocked by later things going on. Here is another one of the pink translucent resin pieces that has a steel rod at the bottom and a notch there as well that's going to connect. We also have a notch that's going to be right here. What's going to be incredible about all these pieces going together is they're going to be relying on each other, kind of leaning on each other in small ways to create a nice whirlwind of breath energy going all throughout the statue. It's really incredible to see the engineering behind this and how they brought it to life. You may be asking yourself, why did they break these down into so many different pieces? But it's very important, first off, so they don't get broken in the shipping process. And second off, in order to package them in a way that the boxes are going to be so huge, they need to break them down so that they can fit them into one shipper box. And of course, the size of a shipping box does really calculate the amount it's going to cost to ship. So the smaller and the more they can break it down, the overall better for the collector. Little side note, you'll see a hole on top of here. That is where a butterfly will be going later on, and a magnet on the back with a notch on there. That's where an effect piece is going to be connected in a very different way than these ones have currently. Let me know in the comments below which statue, which character you'd love to see next. We have Muzan who's coming in, Rengoku, Zenitsu, and I think on Valentine's Day we are going to be showcasing the Pillar of Love. I won't say any names, but you know who we can look forward to see showcased around the 14th of February. This crazy shaped effect piece here is going to be the last, and the way that it connects, it's incredible how it kind of wraps around like a vine on a tree. Here is the largest butterfly to be included with this statue that I mentioned earlier. Incredible. Look at this thing compared to the size of my hand, right? It really resounds with the same paint job that we saw on the other one as well, with the turquoise whites into the purples, all the white dots as well, how it looks like they were done by a machine, but all of this is done by hand. Again, I have no idea how they got the shading to be as perfect as they did, but it's incredible. On the body of the actual butterfly as well, you'll see it was a hole instead of a steel rod coming out. That's because there's a steel rod in the tree that it's going to connect to, but a work of art on its own in this statue that's going to be included and mounted to this top left area. Right here, you can take a picture, frame it, and put it as a background. Doesn't it look so good? Just like I said before, Magic Cube does not disappoint at making these statues a work of art. Technically, all statues are works of art, but this one is that much more in the way that they bring it to life. Here are the 2 other butterflies included. That gives a grand total of 4 in the statue. For the edition size plaque in this statue, we're going to be seeing this metal butterfly, which has Shinobu's face in the front, and then we have Magic Cube on the back there. And it's just a nice little thing that they included on the side. And also, in order to display this, we have an acrylic stand, and you have to be sure it lines up exactly so that on the legs of the stand, the bottom of the butterfly wings do sit on there. And that's how you can sit it next to your statue if you want to showcase that there. And here we have headless and armless Shinobu. We will be installing those body parts later on, but from the bottom, we'll start off and take a look at the notch and groove that we have a nice steel rod again that's going to be connecting to that peg in the tree. You can see the sandals there in the bottom of the outfit, and really colorful. All the different things are going to be reflecting similar to the butterflies that we've seen showcased on there. All the wrinkles and folds within the pants give off that realistic feel like she is dynamically jumping in the air. The shading is also really well done throughout the pants and the bottom part of the outfit. We can see black and blues really well blended together. They didn't really miss a detail with this outfit. Like, usually you can see something that a studio might have forgotten to add, but they did not. Inside the sleeve here is also a groove and a small magnet, which the hands will attach to later. This is another thing, just like the large butterfly, it's just a dang work of art. It looks incredible. I'm seriously looking forward to the expansion of the Magic Cube Demon Slayer line and being able to bring to everybody all the different characters that they have brought out. There's so many they've had on pre-order if you haven't seen them, but I greatly look forward to bringing more of those on the channel. The first hand that was sculpted separately is seen here, and really nothing too much to say about this, right? The fingers are in an open position because she is in midair. I'm guessing it's just helping her to balance. And here is the other that has a more of a grip going on here because, of course, she's going to be holding her sword in that hand there. But let's go ahead and get these connected real quick. If there's one thing that Magic Cube does incredibly right, it is the head sculpt. Look at how perfect they did at sculpting this thing. Just like in the show, her eyes do not have pupils, and they're really wide, so it reminds you of that of an insect. On the side, we have some great shading of the purple to the black with a hairpin of a butterfly in the back. It's all just perfect. This is exactly how you imagine it coming to life. There's a notch and a magnet as well on the bottom. That's how she's going to attach to the neck of the statue. Just as I like to see, the katana is made of real metal, and the bottom resembles that of a normal or standard katana. And then, like in the show, it goes into more of a rod-like shape, and at the tip, it has a hook on the end. So it does resemble that of a stinger from an insect. And it's really incredible to see these things in real life. You know, it's another thing seeing them in the show, but getting to hold them in a physical form is so different. Honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about getting to do these statue unboxings for everybody, is to get to see our characters that we know and love so much, get to brought into the 3D, the real life, and in a way that's tangible, and you can see all the different dimensions that go along with them. This statue does not come with any built-in LED lights to illuminate the clear resin, but you know how BAM likes to do it, right? I have some custom LEDs, not really going to be adding like I normally do, but this is a spotlight that can be found in my BAM Amazon or the BAMazon store in the description below. I got an affiliate link there where you can purchase and take a look at this, but it has 4 different colors. We have white, red, green, and then blue. And with these, you can stick it behind the statue, and it does illuminate it in a way that you can't really see because it's got such a low profile. I'm going to dim the lights, and we're going to take a look and see how these different colors look. Specifically, white right here, crazy looking silhouette, and then we'll also change it over to the red. Now, most people are not going to be showcasing their statue in the dark, so here's how it looks in the light with the red. It makes it look pink, and then we'll transition to white, and then also we'll turn it off to see how it looks. But incredible small thing that you can do to make your statue look that much better. If you did enjoy today's video, I do encourage you to subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. As always, do what you love and love what you do. BAM out.